Hey, it's your girl K. Day. Come back out to you one more time, guys. So, as you can see from the title, the title, this is about foster care and my bad, shorties. Okay, I don't have my regular. I should have my regular. I don't know what that thing is. I feel like this is like between ghost stories because the light is up there, not on top. But I guess this works for me too. Does that matter? I don't know. Let me sit back and relax. I just honestly finished the vet. It's called Flipping the Switch. I can't even talk. Flipping the Switch. I should be having hopefully a link on YouTube or on Twitter or my Facebook. But Facebook, I don't have that. And it gave me a cap of like a certain amount of friends I could get. But Instagram, if you follow me there, and if you follow HOV, which is Hear Our Voices page, you'll definitely see it and see it on Twitter. Okay? But anyway, guys, I'm talking right now about foster care. If you don't know, I am a foster mom. I got my first foster kid January 6, 2022. I was technically, somebody else done like November-ish, but they officially put me as a foster mom. I think my paper is going to say December 17th, I believe. And then I got my second foster child February 2nd. She is not with us anymore. An incident happened and I couldn't have her in my house, so I had to give her back. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna ever get into it, but we might get into it in probably a couple of years from now. I don't really know. I can't say definitely not gonna get into it why she left, but right now she's not with us anymore. So all right, becoming a foster parent is a great thing. Like, so far, granted, I have 11-month-old. The other girl was 6, so it's definitely an age gap. And you have to see what age works for you. One lady, she does foster care, but only she tried to do younger kids. That didn't work for her. She did older kids because the older kids can go to their visits by themselves. If you don't know, kids, if they have still their parents are kind of in charge, but they're not with their parents, as you know, you don't know anything about foster care. Let me try to explain foster care if you don't know what it is. So foster care is basically when their child is either getting taken away or people could actually put their children in voluntarily. If I hope you can, if you can see the bags in the back, that's the girl stuff. She still didn't move out yet, but she don't live here with me anymore, but her stuff is still there, and we're waiting to get them to get picked up. So I'm gonna come here and pick it up and bring it to her. So that's, if you see that craziness in the background, that's our stuff. It's not our stuff, but I'm just saying. It's 2 more big bags in my daughter's room. Anyway, so foster care that's basically what it is. The parent could put the kid in foster care voluntarily if they say they can't take care of, like, example, God forbid that something happened to me and I don't want nobody else to take care of my child. I put my child in foster care. At this point, I have a better put it to somebody I kind of know. They put her in foster care. But some people don't have, they might not have no friends or family, so they put them in foster care. Or somebody could do a report saying that, oh, the parent's not doing their job, or it could be a multiple reasons, but that's, or domestic violence and anything that's like that crazy. A lot of that is in the system. A lot of foster care kids are in the system because of domestic violence. And to me, sis, if he's beating on you and you have children, if you're by yourself, it's like, he beating on you, okay. Not okay, but I'm like, when you have children, guys, try to go to a shelter for domestic violence and take your kid with you. Don't make your child go in the system. Please, I'm asking you. Do not make your child come in the system, because some foster parents are not as nice as me, who will take care of your kids and love them the way I love them. They can do all manner of things to your child. Just saying. Some foster parents are excellent. They're even better than me. I don't know if I'm, at this point, I don't know if I'm the cream of the crop, but I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job. I take care of kids like it's my kids. My foster daughter was like, she used to call me mom. She telling me sometimes, you're my real mom. I'm like, okay, if you're your real mom, it's okay. I'm not trying to take your mom's place. I'm just trying to be the best of me I can be. And she told me she loved me. It's a whole lot of stuff, but we're not getting into that right now. When you're a foster parent, but you have your own kids, please always take your kids' opinion and how they feel under consideration. Never make a child come in your home, or never just take the children like that without asking your child, are they okay with another person being in their space? Example, when I first started foster care, I told Katanya, she said she always want a sibling, she doesn't want this, and I was like, I'm not married yet, I can't have kids, so I could just do it in vitro, but that costs a little bit of change. So I was like, I told Katanya, if you really want those things, you have to pray for it. Prayer changes things, like, for real. I wanted to do the foster care for years, but I never done it. And I probably should have done it in the beginning of the pandemic because it would have been probably much better. I would have had more experience by now because right now, 2022, that's started 2020. Technically, I mean, the outbreak in New York, I should say, or America, I feel like it started here the most. And it happened in 2020, like in March. So that's what I'm thinking of. I'm not talking about when it actually started into 2019. I'm talking about when it actually affected my life into 2020. That's what I'm talking about. People are like, oh my God, it's been, I know, but I mean, when it affected me, that's when I'm counting from, you know? When I thought about it, and I did some research about it, and I watched a lot of YouTube video about it, because, you know, you can find a lot of things on YouTube. It's a search engine. You can find a lot of stuff here. Before I took in the class, I was like, KK, do you want to have foster care or an adoption people and like adopted a kid in the house? And I explained the two, because if you don't know, adoption is when you're the rightful parent. The parents' rights are cut off. So they have open adoptions, they have closed adoptions. Open is basically when the parent can contact the child, I think when they're 18, I believe. And also sometimes it could be so open that the child probably sees or talks to that parent not every day, but like mostly, like it's mostly for, I understand, on holidays or whatever you come up with. And the closed adoptions when they just have no contact. I know somebody who had adopted a child. They're closed until the child's 18. They're gonna get the parents' information to the child. So it all depends on how you want to take it and what you want to do and what you feel comfortable with. If you have children, especially if you're a single parent, if you're a two-parent household, I feel like it shouldn't be different, because a child should always be comfortable with people who are coming in their home. You know what I'm saying? What age group is coming in their home? The questions I asked KK is like, I explain what the two are. And I initially just want to do adoption, but I saw there was a need for foster care parents. So I am doing both. And I asked her, is she okay with that? Because I know as a child, I used to have people coming in and out of my house. It wasn't foster care people. It was my landlord's family or friends or whatever. And I hated it. I hated having people around. Like, I hate people in my home. That's why I invite nobody. I like to go to people's houses. I don't like people in my house. I don't like them in my germs. I don't like, you just don't know what they're doing. Digging in the medicine cabinet. I don't like people in my space. But I like to go to other people's spaces. I know that sounds not right, but I don't care how it sounds. That's how I feel. It is what it is. And I like to travel. I like to go out there, but I just like people in my space, in my ear, in my booty. I don't like it. So I don't like, But KK is all about that life. She's all about having people here. And I think about it, because I like kids. I don't mind kids in my space. Like, if it was an adult coming over, I'll feel more bothered. But having kids who are, little kids coming to my home, I don't mind that. That don't bother me. As a kid, when people come to my house, most times it wasn't kids. It was mostly adults, and I just didn't like it. So yeah. So I asked her, did she like that? She said yes. I tried to explain to her, foster care kids, we're just helping out their parents for right now, and then most times they're gonna go back to their family. Since our foster kids can go into adoption, but a lot of times they try to get the kids back to their families or get somebody who has a connection to the family or something like that. So I explained it to her. She's also only 6. You tell them one thing today, 2 minutes later, that same day, what do you say? And they forget. But I try to tell her that all the time. With the baby that I have now, she's very attached to her. I try to remind her, remember, this is not our child officially until they get adopted or whatever. She's in the foster care system. She's not, and I'm itching if you care that. She's not in the adoption phase. So I don't want to get her hopes up that we're going to keep this baby and her family wants her back. And, you have to be very careful and just guard your heart alive when you do this process. That's why I didn't want to do foster care initially, but it's like such a need for it. It's like I'm drawn to do it, and it's like I can't just leave that child out there. Like, oh my God, that's what got me into trouble before. Can't leave it out there, and the mess happens. So it's like, girl, you can't help everybody. But I make sure your child's feelings and how, even when that child comes in the house, make sure that child's not coming in and doing things bad to your child or doing stuff to, like, don't make a child, you want to help, you have the biggest heart, but you have to know where your line is. You have to know where your limit is. You have to know what you'll tolerate this child doing to your child and think it is okay. Yes, you want to help somebody, but at the end of the day, your child is your child. Your child well-being goes over anybody else's child's well-being. That might sound selfish. That might sound mean to some people. I'm sorry. But if any child comes in here, Katanya is first. Her well-being, her sanity. If Katanya tell me tomorrow, Mommy, I don't want no more kids in here, I'm done, The baby I got, I love her to death. Like she's my own kid. People think she's my kid. She going back to sender, to the foster care system. That sounds so bad. It sounds so sad. But my child's well-being and her brain, her mindset is my number one priority. It's not like there's a kid who came from me and like, girl, you have to get it together to see your sister. No, this is a person. Kids, especially in the foster care system, come with a lot of trauma. A lot of them come with trauma. A lot of them come with people rejecting them. A lot of people come with families and drug. They're not used to the environment you're coming with, the loving. And some of them come with a lot of crap. And they bring that crap into your home. You have to be ready for it. They give you training, but the training they give you, I feel like it don't suffice. They say, we're here to back you. No, you're not here at the moment when the problems are happening. You feel me like that? So just be aware. Doing foster care is amazing. Adopting is amazing. But if you have children in your home already who is your child, an example, if you adopted somebody, say 2 years ago, and you just open up your case again, if you have adopted kid or they buy your kid, those are your kids. Anybody else who comes in the house and jeopardize them or to make them insane on it, them kids need to go. Because your adopted kid, because technically after you adopt them, that's your kid. Your bio or your adopted, those kids are what matters first. And how they feel and how they are and how they interact with these people who are coming in your house, these kids are coming in your house, they are what matters. I never understand how a girl could have a man and the man coming in and acting all this way to their kids and they okay with it. No, bro. My kids were here first. I don't care how you make me feel. If my kids don't like you, you have to hit the road, Jack. Kids be knowing more than what these adults be knowing because they be seeing and they watch people. They be on it. So if any man come in my house, if they come in my house and want to be around me, my kid was like, oh, mommy, I don't like it. You have to hit the road. My mother didn't listen to me, and look what happened. I'm just saying. Kids know more than adults sometimes. I'm not saying because their frontal lobe is not developed. Probably that's why they on them for certain things. But I'm like, they be knowing. They be knowing. I'm just saying, just be aware how anybody comes in your home, foster kids, man. At this point, I don't know where I'm going, but just be careful. I don't know who's watching me. No money they give you is worth it. Trust me, don't even give you that much money. No money they give you is worth a child coming in your house, tearing the fabric of your existence, of your family apart, and thinking it's okay. No, it's not happening. So, I'm not trying to discourage you from doing foster care. I'm encouraging you because a lot of kids, if you don't have no kids, I think it's a better opportunity for you, and you can mold that kid. You can have one-on-one time with that kid, and if you adopt them, that's even better because so much kids out there need adoption, and most of them come. And the sad thing, a lot of them come with siblings. You don't have to take the siblings if you don't want to, but a lot of them come with siblings, and it's crazy that so much kids are out here, a family unit, and they're broken apart, and it's kind of sad. It is sad. But do what you can do. Make sure your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, everything is in contact. In contact? Is connected. Is good. Is good. But make sure the kids' well-being that you have already is their mindset is good. Because if not, it will end up in shambles, and you don't want your child to be affected by one experience can change your life. And don't make them kids come into your house with that one experience and change your child world upside down. I'm lucky enough to know what happened to me. That even the event for KK, it doesn't seem like it affected her. Granted, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but right now she seems lucky-go-lucky. Lucky-go-lucky, that's not the word, but she seems fine. But I don't know how it's gonna affect her. It seems like it's not gonna affect her so far. You just have to work with your kids, pray over them, make sure they're good. And right now, I'm not taking any more foster kids in who are right now. I used to have my age up to 6 if they're younger than KK. The girl I got was literally 4 days older than KK. And I'm taking Kataya. We talked about it. Like literally, like most times, like the parents talk about it. Sometimes they don't talk to their kids. They just put anybody in their house. No, I talked to Kiki like, who's coming in our house? Is it okay for that person to come to our house? She said me and her settled on the number 4. So anybody who's 4 and younger could come in our house. When she's a teenager, we get put the age up. Or when she's 10, probably put the age up. Right now, she can only take a 4-year-old and under, and I think that's honestly it's the age I was thinking of too. So we kind of got that together and we talked about it, and we think that could work for us and our family. We got to do what's best for you and what's best for your family. So I encourage you to do foster care. I encourage you to do it. Don't do it for the money, because trust me, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Niggas ain't loyal. I'm just saying, it's not worth it. But I definitely tell you, the love and the joy you can see in their faces when you do get a child who loves you unconditionally, that's worth it. a person who's missing from your family that you actually put in your family and they just fit in so amazingly, that makes it worth it. So thank you for coming on this journey with me. Thank you for being so amazing. Can you send up my video to people? Can you subscribe down below? Help your girl out. You don't see me trying to grow and trying to flourish in this YouTube streets, and you not helping me. You're not helping me. Help me now, sure. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being amazing. Because we're blessed and highly favored. Bye.